So you guys managed to pretty much massacre whatever was this attempt of an ambush, um, and bodies are skewering across the place, managing to keep alive actually all of the hostages, actually, or any of the
13.
folk that were there. They got invoked. You guys wanted to do stuff around the place. I remember, Sarah, and you wanted to try and do some stuff as you were
Yeah,
the closest there.
with the last of my rage, I want to try to move the boulders so we've got room to get through.
Oh, alright then, yeah. Just give me a straight strength with advantage.
Which
yeah.
is just clicking on my strength stat, right? That gives a check as opposed to the strength save.
Strength.
Okay.
Yeah, 22. Dang. Alright, yeah. With the last of this rage you have built up from, well, one of the kills got stolen from you, and the second one you kind of crushed with your shield. Yeah, you just grab into the boulder, and with your leverage of being underneath it, you shift it onto its side, moving it a good portion to the what would that be? To the right, left.
Yeah.
To about
Guess.
there.
Can you open? Is there more to see down there? Because I can't.
This is just.
Okay, it's just more passage, basically.
More passage.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, that's enough room to actually get the cart through.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just about. Yeah. What are the rest of you going to do, actually? Yeah.
I'd like to start looting things.
You may have to be more specific on looting things.
Well, okay. First of all, I'd like to hop down from the cart, walk up to the tiefling guy who I don't know, and say, "Thanks for the help, you horny wee bastard," and then wander off. I'd like to.
You're welcome.
I'd like to, I guess, look at the mage person and the armored person. They're the two I'm interested in.
Yeah, sure. Give me investigations.
One each, or?
Yeah, one each.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't find anything on the armored person.
He's wearing armor. Don't know what he's got though. The woman, he has her staff on her. You do get a sense as well now that you're looking at her again. She looks kind of familiar from somewhere. You're not exactly sure where though.
Can I do some kind of intelligence check to kind of remember?
Yeah, just do a intelligence.
Oh, come on, dice.
It's like.
Must be a movie star.
Was it recent?
Is it Kaylee?
Yeah, no.
Good.
But yeah, you find she has us wearing a staff, and she's wearing a cloak. Well, it's more of a cape, to be more precise. That's quite well made.
He said,
Probably
Aquina,
won't.
I think I found some magic stuff.
You're unconscious, but okay. You go. "Ah."
No, this is also character like, huh?
There is a way where I can find out if it's magical or not, and I start casting detect magic as a ritual.
Sure.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna wander off and I'm gonna see if the all of the other dead people have any more knives for me.
The guy closest to you has a short sword, and the one that got crushed by Seren, what the side of the cliff, has a longbow.
A longbow.
Yeah. With
Does he have any arrows?
he would definitely still have some arrows. Yeah, he would have a quiver about. Ooh. Let me roll for it. 10. He has 10 extra arrows.
Okay. I will yoink those, and I would also like to see if I can recover any of my other arrows as well.
You shot
I
most
shot
of them actually up
9
the
arrows,
ridge.
but yeah, 4 of them were up on the ridge.
So you'd have to climb up there to get any of those.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them. They can stay. They can all stay in Dickless.
Yeah. The other ones you shot around here.
There's
they
3 in the guy's neck, and there's 2 I shot at the armored person.
Yeah, so those would be off him. You can you could probably get them out. One of them probably is too far damaged. The one that went into his one of his sides probably was a little too damaged. So you managed to pull 2 out of him.
Okay.
How many others did you shoot again? You shot another one at.
There's 2 more at the armored guy.
The armor guy, they would be destroyed from hitting the armor.
Fair enough. I'm just trying to be environmentally conscientious.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So you managed to pull out 2. Seraphina was identify on the cloak. You said.
I'm casting detect magic.
Oh, detect magic, not identify. Okay.
There's a difference.
Fair enough. And that's in the what radius?
30.
30.
You find a cart full of magicite stones. It's the
Yeah.
ones you sold yesterday.
You pick up, and it's just the class of magic. Wow, I have to remember stuff now.
Yeah.
You sense evocation coming from I'll just point in directions. In your 9 o'clock direction, you get evocation. To the 2 o'clock, you detect abjuration. I guess that would be abjuration. And to the 5 o'clock of where you are, you detect abjuration as well as evocation.
I would like to go around and collect the things that is magical.
Okay. One of them seems to be in the cart, the one that was at 2 o'clock. That's in the black one. This one. Which is currently closed. The one that was at did I say 9 o'clock? I didn't say 9 o'clock. It should have been 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock it should have been. The first one. That one seems to actually be coming from this weird tiefling individual. And the one...
I don't connect him.
Yeah, I was going to say. And the one at 5
pick it up
o'clock
and go away.
does seem to be the staff and the cloak.
I couldn't get into the black card. It was
Yeah,
locked.
it would be close, yeah.
Mulan!
Hello?
Okay.
What can I help you with?
There is something magical in this card.
Which cart?
I am standing by the black one.
Oh, okay.
I'm pointing at it.
I try and jimmy the door. Wait, is it a canvas-topped cart or is it like a solid wooden?
Solid wood. You can see it's the one that's there.
I'm gonna try and jimmy the lock.
Try and jimmy the lock.
Was that Dex or whatever?
Dex. Yes.
19. Good
19.
enough?
Okay, yeah. With that, you manage to twist some of the mechanisms inside, which makes it and release its lock inside, and at least the lock holding the door is now unlocked.
I look around. Does anyone seem perturbed by the fact that we're breaking into this cart?
The individuals that are still conscious are a little bit in shock still. They seem a little happy at least that whoever was holding up this place is now dealt with. A little surprised that you break into caravans, but
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's nothing dangerous.
Well, now that it's open, Ulan just pats the cart on the side of, like, on the wooden goes, there you go, and wanders back to the redhead.
Hey, lady.
Can I see what the magic aura is around?
The magic aura, what? Oh, inside. What it's coming from? This is the abjuration. It's coming from looking inside, and you have dark vision. It's not that dark inside.
Oh yeah. Well, I am tired.
You are tired. You can tell it's like there's a box that's kind of giving it off. It's pretty large. It fits pretty much the whole of the back of the cart. It's just like, how large would that be? It's like, it's about 5 foot.
I look out. I look to the hostages. Does this card belong to anyone?
The individual with the beard here, he comes around the side. Yeah, that was mine. Don't know how I'm gonna move it anymore. Don't have a horse. But yeah. Why?
I'm just making sure that the magical item there is in it isn't something bad.
What do you mean bad? I'm transporting armor. There's nothing wrong with it here.
Wait, what? Sorry, I just heard the magic word.
But there is a dead guy next to you with armor on.
I know, I was going to investigate him, but she just said magic and armor in the same sort of few sentences, and
Your
my
tingle.
parrot perked up.
Your senses start tingling.
Yeah.
Then I was words.
Yeah. Oh, actually, at this point, Aaron, yeah, you've been sitting on the floor healing. So yeah, 10 minutes has passed. So your chant of healing goes off in this wave of. What's the range on this? 30 feet. Okay.
30.
Oh, bless you.
That feels nice.
Plus
Yeah.
16.
So yeah, Will, you actually wake up at this point from 16 hit points. That brings the village girl up to full as well, which is pretty good because she wasn't doing good. As well as everyone else. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh.
All right then. Yeah. Well, you can take off the rest of those marks. Thank you. I was like, what do you have? But yeah.
I make sure to collect the cape and the stuff.
Okay. You have a cape
Yeah.
and stuff you're currently holding.
I will.
Have a light.
I'm gonna check out the armored guy next to me, see if he's got anything interesting.
Okay.
And I'm going to check out the redhead.
Investigation.
Yes, investigation.
Oh,
18.
well,
Okay.
that shouldn't have been it. Hold on, that was an advantage. Oh, but the 19 was first anyway.
Oh, 19 was first anyway. All right then.
Wait, your intelligence is -1?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
She's a barbarian. She doesn't care about thinking about things.
I just smack things. That's all.
What's this ABC?
Well, I'm literate. I just don't care for sitting around.
Doesn't seem to
I
be
know.
too much on him, but apart from the plate he's wearing, which is a little bit dinged in some places at this point, which is full plate.
Yeah, that means nothing for me because there's no way on God's green earth I'm wearing that much armor. Ugh.
You could
Ugh.
wear it; it just wouldn't feel very
Yeah,
good.
it wouldn't feel right.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It would give a AC of 18, I believe.
Yeah, but I'd lose a lot of other benefits, so no.
Actually, I don't
I
think
like
you would.
my unarmored thing.
Apart from the movement, yeah. You do find he has a coin purse of some gold coins.
Ooh! I will take that.
But that seems to be a bit out on him. He doesn't seem to have too much. He has a long sword as well. As well as a short sword on his side as well, which he didn't draw. Yes, that's that. Yeah. You check out the woman who's...
I just crouch down next to her and say, "You're right, lassie."
she's still breathing pretty heavily. She's healed, but she still has a little bit of burning mark that would probably need to be covered for a little while before it fully heals. But yeah, she looks okay at the moment. I'm fine for the moment. I kind of want to get back to the farm rather quick. I don't know how though.
What about Scissor Farm?
To the east. Just outside of Callystone.
That's the direction we're going, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, we're heading in that direction. If you'd prefer a wee bit of company to reassure you a bit, then I'm sure we can help with that.
You're going to Callystone. Would you mind giving myself a ride as well?
God damn it, side quest.
Yeah.
Actually, I would prefer getting to Callystone as well, if you don't mind.
Ulan just like does this heavy sigh, stands up and goes, "Raise your hand if you'd like to go to Callistone."
All of them raise
I
their
raise
hands.
my hands.
Gannet's also like, I am also needing transportation once more, unfortunately.
Welcome back, Gallant.
Do
yes.
do they know you?
We do. Oh, sorry, Gallant Ulan. Gallant. We met when we helped him. We transported him to Mistwick, and then we parted ways when we reached Cliffridge.
That you did, and I am most thankful for such things. It is a pleasure to meet you, Ulan.
I'm Serafina Weatherby. Hi.
Oh, hello there.
My apologies.
little
My
one.
manners are atrocious. Well, I am a barbarian.
Attire seems to be from where I am. It is a pleasure to see it.
Oh, this, and I look down at my robes. We
Yes.
found it in a cave in the Emerald Sea.
It must have been from some type of trade. Anyhow, it is yours as you found it, so I do not mind.
So, what happened here?
Well, it is pretty straightforward, really. There was a ambush waiting, apparently, for you, it seems.
Well,
we have
we
that
fought
effect
for-
on. We do seem to have that effect on people.
Yes, they had only been waiting probably a couple hours at this point, it seems.
I look at the other guys. Call of Tulona, maybe?
I don't know.
there's-
Do any of them look familiar? Have you run into any of them before? I don't know any of them.
I'm at a disadvantage for searching stuff.
What
so
about
should
you?
ask somebody else.
You're up now and you're
Oh.
checking
Oh,
the...
Sorry, I had my mic muted.
No,
Let's check over
good
the
job.
redhead girl.
Yes. The
Not that some hit a critical, but would that be Haley Ridgemont? Because I saw her
no,
pause.
she has blonde hair.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you can give me
know,
an intelligence.
Yes, let's kill the rich one, goddammit. Let's piss off the whole
I
world.
wouldn't mind killing them.
Wow.
He
Are
was,
they
he
the
was kind
douchebag
of a
adventurers
bitch,
from
though.
before?
Huh?
Are the Ridgemonts the douchebag adventurers from back
Yes,
in?
they do
Yeah.
Spanish Avengers.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kill them eventually. I bet they're
Yeah.
like secretly evil. And
What
that
would-
is what we will tell
Oh,
everyone.
we turn evil and kill them anyway.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
no
13. You just about remember. It's pretty recent. You remember a bunch of bandits in a farmhouse.
Wait,
Oh snap! Is it the one that ran away?
is the one that run away?
Maybe.
I turn her so she's lying face down. Does she look familiar now?
Wait, are you
You
checking
can
out the ass of the corpse?
No!
decide, not back.
Aside, yes.
I wanted
Oh.
to check if I recognize the ass.
Wait, does he have a spell book on her?
She would.
Oh.
Pippa, give
path
it to
seems-
me.
the path seems that we can get through. Can't fit that many on our carriage. We probably can salvage at least one or two carriages and hook them on with rope and chain.
Oh, poor Steve.
It wouldn't be that heavy. We just go slow.
If it's not that heavy, why don't you pull it then?
I look around at all the people, and
The
they're
wheelbarrow effect. Come on, guys, you know
mostly
this.
humans, right? So they weigh about whatever it is in pounds. Oh my god, poor Steve.
It's the wheelbarrow effect. Isn't that heavy for him?
Yeah, he just needs to get it moving. And he's a workhorse, so he's pretty strong for most
He can carry
horses.
like 400 pounds. It's fine.
Yeah, he's a draft horse. He's big. Like, he's bigger than a normal riding horse.
I think all the people ought to
He
get away
plows
more than...
fields during winter time. Come on, man.
Yeah, but I still think that all the people to get away more than 400 pounds.
But it's the wheelbarrow effect. It's like times divided by 27.
But yeah. Well, it's 400 pounds, and like Seren can move 400 pounds.
And that's without raging.
That's without raging.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wilbur, you pick up her spell book.
And you are not hitching me to the cart.
And you remember again when actually, yeah, you were there when they said Maeve. You remember that name, which is the one that was the one that was running away. So yeah.
Yeah, that was. Who are the Maeve? Look down.
So yeah, you collect that stuff.
No, it would be bad if I didn't catch up.
Seren, you didn't take anything from the plate guy, did you?
No, I don't
Okay.
think. I mean, I can probably use it, but I wouldn't have taken it anyway. Swords aren't really my thing.
I will do an inspection of him. Do you have
He's
any
got a short sword and a
engravings?
long sword you might want to look at.
Do you have any like engravings or runes or cult
No.
signs?
Doesn't seem to be anything. Actually, you do fire gain the spiked wills on both of them.
Since I assume she was a spellcaster, did I find his spell book?
I said Wilbur picked it up for you.
Said everything.
But he will hand it over.
Okay, you hand it over to her.
Well, we can throw what we can collect from them.
Actually,
Cards.
Wilbur, you didn't actually give me a investigation check. Actually,
Oh, you did. 7.
Okay,
Apparently,
no,
I
you
rolled
don't
a
find
bad when I
anything
wake
more.
up.
While this is going on, can I check the other corpses for knives?
okay, go ahead.
Not gold.
Well,
His
Golden
currency
knives.
is knives. You don't find any more knives. They have short swords, it seems. On
how many altogether?
It would be if you look in all the corpses. Are you going to climb up as well?
No, I'm not climbing up.
So just the ones on the ground. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 short swords.
Is that including the one I found earlier?
That would be including ones, yeah.
And do they all look regular, or are any of them fancy?
None of them seem
As
magic.
far as you know,
None
I
of them have
didn't
runes on them.
detect magic.
Okay. And what weapon did the armored guy have?
He had a long sword and he had a short sword that was on his side.
Okay,
So you
that's
pick that one up as well.
5.
So 5.
Oh well, let's get one or carts hooked onto Steve, chain and rope, and head off if clear the way that is with parts.
Well, that sounds excellent. I will, I guess, escort these folks back to your cart, and we can arrange some type of attachment to the your wagon.
We may.
Now, is there
As he looks
anything
around,
in
we
any
may
of these
need to do
carts?
some. May need to do some wagon work back on. That should be no problem, though.
No, making an attachment with some rope isn't too difficult. Actually, some of them are still burning, aren't they? So actually, two of them would probably be
Hold on, can you put them out, please?
a little bit charred and probably unusable at this point.
What was that, sorry?
Put them out the fires.
I conjure water in Wilbur's face.
Technically, you
I'm
can't
sorry,
conjure
miss.
water.
That was out to carry them. Okay.
Yeah, I can. With elemental attunement.
Yeah,
Can
that
you,
was
I thought you
out to
just
carry
move
them.
water. I don't think you can actually create water.
No, but he would be able to call the flames, right? Because
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you just...
But only for a minute. Or would I be able to extinguish them, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, I think
well, if
extinction...
you end a fire for a
Although,
minute,
actually,
there's no air left, so
You
die.
say this, and actually, Gallant is like, "Oh, you want to put the fires out?" And with a wave of a hand on each of the carts, he extinguishes the flames. Thaumaturgy,
you.
bro.
Thank you. You have been very useful.
I would take that as a compliment.
Now, before we get any more carried away than we already are, is there anything in any of these carts that's worth salvaging? And I'm
Like
looking
frying
at the-
pans. Or...
Most of my goods are in these carts, but it would be too much to ask of you to carry them for me. I will arrange someone to come back and collect them. Yeah,
That
that
seems
would probably be
quite-
best.
That seems quite dangerous, but we can't carry everything. There's something that's really important.
The guy said he had armor in that cart.
Mm-hmm.
What kind? And he
Is
said
it
one
a
piece. Some of it was magical, wasn't it? Because something Serafina pinged in the cart, didn't she?
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is because it says
I'll ask.
Is it a wheeled or a four-wheeled wagon? That one.
That one will be two-wheeled. The black one would be, yeah.
Could probably just tie it on to the last cart. That far. A 6-wheel cart then.
Oh, but
Yeah,
you're gonna
we
ask him. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him what kind of armor he had.
Well, most of my armor is pretty straightforward. Chain, plate, a little bit of a splint, from gauntlets to chest pieces to shields and all manner of different helms. I have a few in here. Most of my wares are actually in Vigil, which is just where I came from.
Ah. Interesting.
Wait, are they going east or west?
East. Well,
Okay.
he came from the east.
But he wants to go back home.
All right. I don't think I can use
Where were
anything
you
of what he
off
said
to?
anyway, so.
Where were you
Never
off
mind.
to with a cart full of armor?
Well, I was going to take it over to Mistwick, really.
You're taking armor that's already enchanted to a place that makes enchantments.
Mistwick,
Oh, Mistwick.
not
Sorry.
Zombie
Cliffridge.
Town.
You might, right, yeah. No, that's a good point. You probably don't want to go to Mistwick. Everyone's very sick.
Fair enough. I might just stop in at Cliffridge then. I knew for folks in there that I can drop these off at, I guess. Or I can take it back. Actually, I'll probably just take them back. Yeah. People will be passing by, I'm sure. Well, are we gonna get moving then or what? I don't want to stay here too long.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's fetch Steve and see what we can do about gathering the cart together.
Alright. You guys all make it way to the cart. Bring it forwards a little bit closer to some of the other carts. And have a look to see which one's more usable. Whoever's leading on this, give me a investigation to see which one you can make best use of.
21.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty good. You find one of the carts, one of these larger ones that has the 4 wheels on him, is pretty sturdy still. Wasn't caught in the fireball. It was actually one that, it would be the closest one actually, to where Steve is. Is pretty usable still. You just have to take out these wood splints, which is blocking the wheels. And it'd be pretty usable. You just have to actually attach it up, which
I have 10 feet chain and a lock.
oh well, there you go then. All right, yeah. You don't even have to do anything with that. You just attach it up, click on the lock, and it's in place.
See? Useful.
I don't know why you had that, but it came in handy.
Well, I was thinking if there were ever a need of a chain, like if we were to be stuck in something, it's nice to have something more sturdy if something were to happen. Like this, apparently.
It's Wilbur, it's best not to ask questions.
I would.
We just smile and nod and go on our way.
Well then, let's push
It's
some of
good
these out of
for
the way
ladder
so we can
tricks
get by.
also, apparently.
And get on our way then, yes?
Yes.
Quite. And it takes you guys about close to half an hour to push most of the cars out the way to the sides. So you have a clear path through the middle. Which isn't too much hassle. You kind of do it as a teamwork, pushing like 2 person per car. Which isn't too stiff because the ground is still pretty dry at this point. So it's not really stuck in there. You just have to get it moving. And yeah, actually, all of you can give me another perception.
More people? I sneezed.
Wow.
And Aaron?
Ah, that's
below
thank
20.
God.
But Aaron, you do still
Wilbur is
notice.
under a cart attaching his chain, so you know.
Yeah. The only person who is seemingly able to notice anything really. You notice further up the side of the cliff, large humanoid figures that are watching.
Large, as in
Large.
size?
Yeah, large size humanoid figures
If
Uh,
that are currently just watching. And they're about, they're close to about 100 and, probably 180 feet up. On
wait,
another
but-
little ridge. Kind of looking down.
Did you just say you wave at them?
Of
Yep.
course he did.
Okay. They don't do anything. They just seem to turn to each other.
Huh. We have more friends.
Really?
I mean-
Where?
I keep waving.
I look towards where he's waving.
Okay. You notice these large figures as well. You're like,
Huh.
hmm. You can't make out too much detail because you have the sun directly behind them, which gives them just a silhouette.
Right.
So you can't see too many figures on them, but they are large.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. And they're just watching at this point. They're not approaching. They're not doing anything really that we can tell.
Not at this moment.
Okay.
Are they
Well-
in the Eastern or western direction?
In the what direction?
Are they behind us or the direction we're gonna go in?
Pretty much directly above you. A little bit behind, but mostly
Okay.
pretty much directly above. Yeah.
Does anyone alert Wilbur?
No.
Yes.
I just like
Wilbur!
under the cart like.
He
Over
did
there.
say.
Well,
that we
yeah.
have
You
friends.
you heard
We
Aaron
have
say
new
it.
friends. Yeah.
I take
How
a qu-
tall is
t-
the
take-
canyon?
I'll take
Like,
a
how
look.
high up are they?
Well, you guys are right at the bottom, moving your way up. So it's pretty close to about almost 400, probably straight up.
Okay, that's slightly too
Erin,
high.
can you send Boo Boo up to watch them? I have a
Sure.
bad feeling about them.
I'll send Bubo up to circle around.
Ooh, okay. Circle around as in what? Because this is a pretty still narrow passageway. It isn't much for him to circle around.
I know. I'm sending him straight up to circle around these new friends.
Oh, okay. They
too close,
throw
though.
rocks at him.
Dude, he dodges artfully and just like sneezes. It's like, please.
They both miss. Okay. As small boulders, probably about 5 feet, lob in his direction, he manages to dodge them. They do though keep on falling down.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yep.
And come tumbling down the side. The
Can they fall on their heads if he circles right above them strategically? Are
I'm
they
pretty
dumb
su-
enough to throw up and like not move?
if you want to keep him circling.
Yeah.
However, though, where's it gonna land?
I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
I'll take it. It can land on me. It's fine.
He's just gonna run up there. Come and get me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, okay, yeah. One of them does. The other one lands on the cart. Near. Actually, where are you guys now? You guys will actually be all in the cart.
Well,
when we
will
went-
be like right.
Well, you're
beside-
actually setting up the cart, so you're all like pretty much next to it. So, yeah, actually, all of you then just make dexterity saves because you're all pretty much clustered together at this point.
Well, there did that cart go?
Oh shoot.
Um,
Hold on. Advantage. Where's Shieldmaster? I forget.
This is actually I don't even know. It's falling from 160 feet up.
Is there any way
And
I
it's
can
a
knock
rock.
the boulder aside with my shield?
If
to try
you
to
if you
avoid
succeed,
So,
Then
are
anyone
we all
wants to
dodging?
know.
I kind of zoned out there.
if you succeed,
Because
then
if it's only one boulder, then
yeah, you can block whoever's next to you, which is 5 feet. I don't think you can protect everyone, but you can definitely protect a few people who are behind you.
okay.
Got
I
all
will
the civilians too.
try to save then.
Could I protect us with my shield amulet?
Your shield amulet is for direct.
But it lasts until my next turn.
It does. It's more for personal use. It doesn't have too much of a large field per se.
Yeah, but if
As
I'm standing
someone
right under the
defending
boulder.
rights.
Can I
Like-
destroy the boulder with something?
Bubble shield.
You destroy the boulder. That is also a viable tactic, and you definitely see it coming. So you could attempt to. It's got a pretty long way to fall. It's like
Okay.
3 seconds to fall.
I will
Can I
cast.
plus-
I will cast a spell at it.
Okay, what are you gonna cast?
I'll cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Third level. Okay. It's 5-foot boulder. So okay, yeah.
it's not gonna dodge.
It can't dodge. So yeah, roll for damage and see if you can then blow up a boulder.
Damage or attack first?
Roll an attack to see actually how effective the hit is. Just to. Also,
Spell
if you roll a
level
20, is
3.
also important.
Oh, there's no attack roll. Damn it.
Is it an
I'll-
attack? Is it just a? No, it is a ranged. Oh, you just.
It's an attack. Let me just
That's a
manually.
nice damage.
That's a nice damage.
Yeah.
Just roll Yeah,
It's probably unticked the attack thing in your
Okay,
spell.
so it hits, and you do 28 points of damage, which, gosh, I need to look up how much HP a boulder would have. I'm pretty sure it's less than 28, because it's based
Less
on
than 28 is less.
5-foot cube of rock is, I think it's like 20 HP, because each 5 foot is different. Hold on, let me find it.
I was thinking, no, Blood Curse of Binding wouldn't work because it's not. Damn, I can't bind the rock Spider-Man style to the sides.
I never actually thought I would have to look up exactly how much damage you would need to do to a boulder. That's hey, I enjoy looking for stuff like that. It's amusing.
Even if I don't break it, maybe I can like deflect it off us a little bit, since the force is quite big with 28 damage.
Hopefully, because I don't want to get a boulder to my face.
Yeah, yeah, no, it totally is. Yeah, by an excessive amount, you manage to actually sunder the boulder into pieces as it just crumbles above you. However, that was only one of them. The second one, though, still comes down. 1, 2, 3, 3, and then I have to do.
Is Steve hooked up?
Steve would be hooked up, yes. Because you didn't
That's my
actually
reaction.
take
Can I
him.
cause Expedition Retreat on Steve and basically slap him so he run away and hopefully get away from the boulders?
Expedition Retreat is a bonus action, so yes. Yeah, okay, sure. Do a dexterity roll just for Steve.
20.
20. Okay.
Go, Steve, go!
Wow. Okay. Yeah. With Aaron destroying the first one, coming down, and just showering down this little shower of dust and debris, you expeditious retreat onto Steve's ass, and whip him into moving. He dashes forwards with great haste, even with the 2 carts attached, which makes all of you kind of have to pull aside. Hang on, yeah, for dear life. As he goes pretty quick into almost full movement. Which... Oof.
Like, 120
First cart completely gets out of line of it. The second cart, which had a few of the citizens on it, gets the back of it completely clipped off by the rock as it comes down, shearing off almost the back half of it.
The question is, though, would we be in the cart while Wilbur is binding the carts together?
Would probably be
Probably.
like salvaging.
Or you'll be salvaging. You guys have finished salvaging, so
Yeah.
you probably would
We
be
don't know
on
what the civilians want to grab.
it. They weren't going to
We're
grab too
assuming
much.
they grabbed whatever they could carry and just got in.
Yeah,
Yes.
they said they weren't going to grab too much because they were going to come back for it. But yeah,
not the civilians.
she is pretty much off the back half of it, which destroys the back wheels. Fortunately, though, taking off the entire half, reducing the weight by half.
Well, that's an unexpected.
Fortunately,
bonus.
they were at the front, not the back.
Smart people.
Yeah, smart people. So yeah, the cart is now half as light, and all the passengers are now completely scared for their lives. Boo Boo's still flying overhead at this point. Which actually, what is your range of communication? Because you
100 feet.
can't actually communicate with him. Huh.
Hold on. I think it's 100 feet. I need
It
to
is
find
100 feet.
Like, thank you.
Yeah, so he would be very much out of your range, so you can't actually communicate with him. Well, you can't communicate telepathically. You can shout at him still.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout for him to leave them. And
Okay.
just follow us.
So yeah, he
Decent distance
swoops
off to the
down
side
towards
so
you
they don't
guys.
throw any more rocks towards us.
They do start holding up rocks, and they don't throw boulders, but they do seem to be holding in their arms. From what you can tell from where they are.
We're moving
And you guys are still moving, so you guys are moving away from it at this point.
at a good speed.
At a pretty good speed at this point, because it's an additional bonus action move speed. So yeah, Steve is hauling ass. As you do have to slow down though, because you start going into those bends again. Especially with 2 carts, that's a lot of momentum. So yeah, you guys start moving through the canyon again, picking up a pretty good amount of speed as you head through.
As we are traveling,
Yeah.
I would like to cast Identify as a ritual on the stuff I collected. Cape and the staff.
Okay, you start doing it when it's a less bumpy ride.
Yeah, it's just so you know.
Okay, yeah, that's
After
fine.
like 10 minutes, you mean?
Yeah, after 10 minutes where you start slowing down to a normal pace. It's a little bumpy still just because the ground isn't very well
We haven't,
paved.
we haven't gone through cobbled roads.
Yeah, it's worn down, but it's not smooth for the most part. But yeah, you can do the Identify spell. I guess you're going to do it on all the things.
It was only
The two things, yeah. Which I can say later at some point. But yeah, you guys travel through the rest of the journey, which I think was 3 other hours. Yes, 3 other hours. Which brings it into the afternoon. Pretty late in the afternoon at this point now. 3 o'clock. 3 or 4 o'clock? No, 4 o'clock. As you arrive at a larger part of the canyon where it starts to open up a little bit more, and you can start seeing the sides starting to be less sheer and start to be more at a diagonal, more like 60 degrees instead of 90 degrees. It starts to open up, and then you start rising up to the ledge of the canyon. In ahead, you can start seeing this great grey wall that's starting to rise up in the horizon. Which most of you know, this would be the gateway into Vigil. And as you approach, as you get closer and closer, you can see it. This is very much a battlement front of a castle or a citadel, which is pretty much placed at the entranceway of this canyon. And as the afternoon draws in, the sun is now behind you at this point. You come inside Vigil, which has its gates open at this point. And a couple of the guards ask you to slow down and ask your business. Excuse me, sir, what is your business here, and where are you traveling to?
We're traveling to King's Arch, but we need to stop some people that got hostage in by bandits.
I see. That's definitely a situation we have to check on. Where was it in the canyon, may I ask?
We'll outline the spot.
Ulan, can you have,
Yeah, I
can
pull
you
out
hand
the
me the
map.
map? Because Wilbur spent like most of the yesterday, he probably have memorized where it would be then.
Yeah, you point out, which actually probably is one of the areas that is circled. Sorry. Thank you. We'll send some guards to check out the area and make sure it's secure again. We apologize this has happened. We'll make sure it doesn't happen again. And we appreciate you assisting some of the townsfolk to make their way towards where?
I believe we're taking them all towards Calistone.
Yeah.
I see. Well, actually, I'm getting off here. Thanks for the lift. As the one with the beard gets off.
Oh, the gentleman with the armor. Okay, cool.
And yeah, appreciate it. Can't thank you guys enough. You got us out of a bind out there. Thanks. Any?
We'll ask the guard. Oh, there were some large humanoids throwing stones.
Stones. They were boulders 5 feet across.
Boulders.
Those would probably be the ogres in the area. They haven't managed to come close to the vigil here, but yeah, they've been roaming the area quite often recently.
I'd advise caution when you head back to there, because they were watching us while we were gathering our things and helping people.
Duly noted, ma'am. We'll keep watch and send some of the heavily armored units. Yeah, you can be on your way now. And unless you guys pass. And as you enter in further into the vigil, it's pretty much a citadel at this point with a large, probably 3-story castle building as its center. But the rest of the walls is full-on battlements with towers and spires to use as both watch points and advantage points for ranged ballistas and archers and such. But it's been pretty much completely renovated to be used as a small town, you could pretty much say. With many of the structures inside being turned into houses or bars or shops, which line most of the walls of the actual battlements themselves, which are pretty high. They're about 70 feet up. And probably inside the actual castle itself probably also has a bit of renovation to its design as well. It's very strange. It's a very bleak and very militaristic design, but it seems to have life to it in terms of the population here. Most of the people here, though, are military backgrounds, it looks like.
Darren hides in her cloak.
But there is a few people who very much seem like townsfolk and traders.
As we are riding.
Yeah.
How are we for supplies? Do we need to stop? It's the middle of the day. It's daylight.
How late is it?
I said it was about 4. Actually, let
How
me change
long
back
does
to
it
that.
take to go to the next city?
On cobbled road? With Longstrider on? Probably... say 2.5 hours?
Oh, hey, map.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Because it was...
I said it was about just under 6 hours. You could probably make it from Vigil to Calistone. With Longstrider and Expedition Retreat?
I can't cast Expedition Retreat for today, but
Okay.
I can cast the Longstrider.
Longstrider is an hour.
And I have 2 charges, so 2
And you have
hours.
2 charges, so 2 hours. So you could probably do... You could probably bring it down to about 4 hours.
Well, we can make it
For
before
about 4.5,
stopping for the
yeah.
night.
About 4.5. Which would bring it to about evening.
It would be good time then.
Yeah. I think we
As
should
soon as
just...
we get out, so basically Longstrider the way.
Yeah.
He needs a workhorse. He needs to get the workout, so...
Yeah, fair enough. So you guys passed quickly through Vigil. where one of the guys gets
side
off.
quests.
Oh yeah, the items.
Bye, side quests.
Bye.
Oh, it's
Bye.
fine.
Come again.
The side quest will find you.
Yeah, pretty sure if he wants
They
us to
seem
do
to
them,
do.
they'll keep biting us in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like blockades.
You notice at least when you pass by, there's a pretty large tavern called the Shattered Rune here. Looks like a quite nice building, which is actually like 3 stores up, which probably was used as like a barracks. It has now become a tavern. And as you guys head towards the exit gate to the east, it's as it's the afternoon. A few traders are packing up their stuff and look like they're either getting in caravans or staying for the evening. You guys travel through the gate, where some of the guards wave you out, and you head into the open plains of the Kalen Hills.
Like, how is the open hill?
It's pretty much
like the-
open hills with very light rolling, especially on the path, which is pretty much fully paved at this point, leaving Vigil.
So we're going for France, basically.
Not exactly sure what you mean by that, but sure. Oh, you mean by like light hills? Yeah.
The light hills and roads.
Yeah, hills, roads. A couple of small forests that you pass by, but for the most part, it's pretty clean around the road itself. And you see in the distance lots of farmland, especially in this area. And you can see just barely in the distance, you can see the small white arch right on the horizon.
Long strider, long strider.
And yeah, by the evening, you can see it's a very quaint town. As you start approaching Calistone, it's not large in any scale. It doesn't have too much in the way of defenses or walls or anything. It's very much an open town with a very villa style, with lots of farmland. It's very close to Meadowside in its design, really. However, Meadowside at least had a wall built around it. Calistone doesn't even have that.
Wall in more like a stockade.
It was more like a Calistone does though have, as you start approaching, it has a lot more populace. But as you start getting closer and you start passing by, you start noticing there's caravans around and traders and wagons that seem to have all stopped outside of this town. Not like on the road, but they've actually started parking off to the side. And some of them actually have their wares open.
So like a street market.
It's
there
pretty much
type
a
of
street
thing?
market all the way outside this road up towards the town. And as you reach the town, inside there's a lot more people. You see probably this is probably the busiest this town could possibly be without it being completely chock-a-block.
Apparently, obviously, this
is definitely the stop for people before they reach King's Arch, for both traders and adventurers. As you notice, there's definitely some people who are armored with weaponry, much like yourselves, that are staying here for the evening. As there's quite a lot of bars in this place. This is definitely a place of commerce for tourist type people, with lots of bars and food restaurants in the area, which seems to be using the materials from the nearby farms, which is definitely keeping the place busy.
The girl with us, did we get her? I don't remember her name. Did we get her name?
You did not get his name. You didn't
We
get anyone's
probably
name.
asked
we
them.
probably during the 6-hour travel or the 8-hour travel.
I
we
would
should
hope
probably ask
somebody
our
would have by
names.
then. Yeah. Well, I'd like to
We'll
ask
probably
her
have
where
to
she'd like to be
introduce
dropped
ourselves
off. if she can get home from inside Calistone or if she needs assistance getting out to one of the farms. Because she said she was from a farm outside of Calistone.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a name. Her name would have been Esther.
Ah.
Very funny.
And if you asked for the other two, would have been Romian and Esmond. Esmond would have been the older fellow with the green hat you saw and the white beard. But yeah, you ask if you can get back to her place. It's like, yes. I've been through the town actually quite often. This is usually where we leave our materials. The only reason I came through the canyon was really to collect materials from Cliff Ridge. I chose the wrong day.
All right. Well, if you're sure you'll be all right, we can drop you wherever you'd like within the town.
Anywhere's fine, really. It's not really too far. It's just south of here, really. If you just stop nearby one of the by the center, I'll happily be on my way. Thank you.
All right. We can do that, I presume?
Yeah, and as you guys start approaching more into the town, you really have to slow down on the pace, as you have to ask people to start moving out of the way as people are walking up and down the streets. And as you start reaching,
invent a horn.
but yeah, as you start reaching the center, yeah, it's ridiculously busy. It's like going through a parade. Just how slow you have to go at some points. But you reach the center of the town.
I'll use press.
Yeah.
I'll use prestidigitation to make loud noises so people get out of our way.
I use mind illusion for making horn effects because I can use also
Make
use sounds.
Yeah. Fair enough. So you both make
Make
sounds
lots
to
of
keep
sound.
people away. As they're like,
I'll probably
What?
wake up by that.
oh, you try to get some sleep. Oh, okay.
I don't think that whole
Yeah,
travel thing
you
is
probably
nothing
only got
interesting
like
happen.
after doing the identify, you probably only got about 3 hours. Probably, yeah, about 3 hours.
I don't expect to get much sleep. I just
Actually, no. So you probably got more, obviously.
well, I did write to you that I would look in the spell book too.
Yeah. Obviously, that wouldn't take too long if you're just looking through it. So yeah, probably would be around 6-7 hours if you slept 2 vigil and then through to Calistone. So yeah, you probably had
I
about 6 hours.
probably fell asleep after vigil.
Aww.
Okay. So you've probably had a good 4 hours. But yeah, you guys push people out of the way. Well, ask people to get out of the way by making loud noises. And you reach the town square, which is in very much the same straits. There's a lot of people on like benches and tables, and there's a lot more of like an outside bar area of people just drinking. This is definitely a place of festivals happening. Most likely in preparation of what's going to happen in King's Arch. As there is some like displays of like flags and stuff hanging outside bars, and there's like drapery hanging across some of the poles across different houses. Yeah, it's definitely a busy, lively place at this point. There's definitely music playing in the background as well, as it's coming out of bars across the streets and such. And as you reach the center, you guys stop to let the people out. They all give you thanks for assisting them, and if they're ever in need of food, they can come down to some of their farms in the area, as they all get out
nice.
and give you a bow and get
Now
on their
just
way.
to find the farms.
You just need to find their farms. But yeah, and then they head on their way out, almost disappearing into the crowds of people. Yeah, and you guys are now alone with 1.5 cart in Caddystone.
Can't even sell another cart, damn it.
No, but we can sell it for scrap wood. I'm sure somebody will need it.
Or we can keep it and restore it. And have a half cart. Use storage.
It's true. Well, we should find some place to crash for the night.
Yeah, that may be hard, and also we need to find a stable that have room empty. 2 carts for now. Leave.
Okay, which one are you going to do first?
You can always ask people for direction.
I'm not an old man driving a car. I can ask for direction, yes. And he will.
Alright. There's
me,
lots of people you could ask.
As he basically bends over to the side. Excuse me, do you know the closest stable that may have a room?
You probably want to go to the actual field, actually. To the east, just outside town, there's a farm that's renting land for people to put their horses. They may have space
Where
for
would
you.
that be? Pointing, basically even just pointing direction.
Yeah, it's just pointing eastward, just outside town.
Well, thanks for help. Oh, and some place to sleep for us also.
Good luck with that one, mate.
I expected that much.
As he walks away drinking.
I started to get a headache because of the crowd of people around. Well,
Rubicon
Well,
will be.
if that is not. If there aren't a
Exactly.
place somewhere, I can always cast my hut.
Yeah,
Right.
I expect we need to camp for tonight.
Yeah, let's go see about this field, and maybe we can find a space large enough for us to camp nearby as well.
Ride in that direction.
Okay, you guys ride in that direction. It's not too hard. You notice pretty immediately that one section of land that's been hedged off is pretty much looking like a horse pen with just the amount of horses that are just like scattered across it. Some are tied to a tree. Some are just like next to the hedge itself. Some are just walking around. Yeah, this is probably the place.
I'm just visualizing this place like Woodstock or something, just like crowds and crowds of people.
Yeah, this is basically like a Woodstock. It's pretty crazy. It's like one small town that probably only has like probably about 200 people is now full of like 1,000 people.
To the Swedish coast, okay. No. It's summer, everyone is there.
Yep, it's pretty much that. But yeah, you guys ask for room for Steve. Who's definitely a farmer folk who greets you. He's like, yeah, if you want a space for your horse there, I'll give you 2 silver for the night, and you'll be riders home.
Sounds okay to me. I will hand over.
Alright then. He opens up the front part of the pen. In he goes. If you want to stick the cart in there as well, that's fine with me. And the other half doesn't look too good.
Got quite a beating.
Yeah, he has. That can go in as well, I guess. Sticking in a corner.
Attached, so push it in.
Well, you could drag it around if you wanted to. But yeah. He escorts it in, you guys stick it in, and unlatch Steve,
Headache.
who's finally happy he didn't have to pull all that.
Aw. We'll scratch his head.
And just gives you a... As,
Good job today, Steve. Good night's rest. That's him.
Alright. He's...
Everyone is so friendly, Steve.
Steve makes everyone happy. That'd be scary if I had to make him talk. That'd be weird.
God
It'll be
help us
Mr.
all.
Ed all over again.
Oh, I have to think of a voice on. Anyway, yeah, you go stick him in with the carts as well. And it's like a free range farm now for him. It's like, yeah, just walk around. Yeah, and then you guys have Way of the
We're gonna need
World
to fire
for,
ranch.
So yeah, you guys gonna head back into town to try and find some place, I guess. We'll try to.
Yeah, we'll try.
Okay, take care. Yes.
Off we go.
Alright, that's fine. See you, Jess.
Bye, Jace.
Bye.
But yeah, you guys move into town to look for anything, and it becomes very clear as soon as you go through the first two taverns that there is no space at all.
There's no space at the inn.
There is no
even
space
for
at
a
the
man-
inn,
not
and
even
you
for a
can't
man
stay in
of
the
religion?
the stable either.
I'm gonna flash my symbols.
Oh, you're flashing
Wow.
something, alright.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be at temples and at taverns? Maybe.
Yeah, aren't there any temples?
Here there would be temples, yes. It would be for Lathander and Sylvanus.
Well,
Don't really have that much of.
we can technically stay at a temple.
There
Even
would be
though
roof
it's-
for our heads. But do
No.
you don't think there are other people sleeping there? Why?
I don't know. It's either that or camping.
I have no problem with camping. What does everybody think?
So do I. But I understand having a bed is nice, and I would like one nice.
Well, yes, I would too. However, this place is really rather full.
Yes. Like a cannibal is coming to town. As Willow basically rubs his head.
Note to party, buy a tent.
I have a tent.
Don't we have
with a
one?
Tiny...
He
Hey,
loves
we
our
got the
tents.
tiny hut, goddammit.
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
Aaron
it's
bought a
super
tent. I forgot about that.
Yeah, with his like deluxe set for camping.
Oh my god.
That's
Shouldn't it
funny.
be called glamping in Aaron's case?
It never got used.
Nope.
Never
I think
used
you
it.
guys got it for the jungle.
So anyway, if you want to
Nope,
find a nice,
before that.
No, I got it for the jungle, I think.
Oh yeah.
If you guys want to find a place for camping, I can look at the temple, and if not, if there's a space, I'm gonna contact you. Oh, I'm gonna contact you anyway to find where you guys are.
Oh, that'd be nice. Then I don't need to go
Alright.
through the crowd, as Wilbur just looks at the crowd probably around him, just like cannibal style, like ugh.
All right, I will ask for directions to the Lathander temple. Excuse me,
All right, then.
excuse me.
It's pretty quick. You find directions towards it, which for the Lathander would be to the north of the town, pretty close to the center, and this large round building, which is it's very almost spherical in its shape, with kind of a stained glass roof which goes all the way around in a circle.
Gallant was one of the people who left with the rest of the civilians.
Yeah, he's walking around. Yeah,
Just
he
making
just
sure
gave
that
you.
he is not tagging along.
No, he gave his goodbyes as well. Like, thank you again. They will probably find some other way, unless you guys are going to King's Arch.
We are.
I am as well.
Care to join us?
I yes, I do. You seem to be the ones I seem to be getting lifts from recently, so if I may not intrude too much, I would appreciate it.
Not at all.
You've been helpful, and I need to excuse myself for my rudeness in.
He raised his eyebrow. You are excused. You're not as rude as other people I have had the pleasure to meet, so I am fortunate of that. But yeah, Aaron, you find the Lathander Temple pretty quickly, and knocking on the door.
I will knock.
Yep, you are greeted by a very simple individual with just a white robe and some simple gold decoration, who greets you at the door. Hello, how may I assist you? Are you here for guidance?
Good evening.
Oh, brother.
I have my symbol out, like, on my new awesome silver chain.
A follower of Sunni.
Yes, I come from King's Arch. We're actually on the way there. Me and my friends are looking for a place to stay for the night.
There is some space inside. Unfortunately, it is partially occupied by another group of individuals. If you are willing to share, it may help.
How many beds do you have free? Because there's 6 of us.
Oh, we have enough for 4 others to stay inside. Already 4 of the beds have been taken.
No, I will not ask, can they kick them out? Alright. I'll cast sending and contact Serafina telling her that there's 4 beds available. Yes, no, and where are you guys at?
Yes, no, maybe.
We're probably not that far.
Yes, no, maybe so.
We're probably trying to get through the crowd to get out of the town.
Okay.
And technically, there's 7 of us, including Gallant, but you wouldn't know that he decided to stay.
Nope.
So yeah, Serafina, you get this message.
Do I have to answer right away, or can I ask the group a question and then answer?
You have
I think you have about
25 seconds or something.
Is a minute or 25 seconds? I can't remember exactly which. But yeah, you can like say a quick sentence to everyone else and then answer.
Aaron says they got 4 beds. Yes or no?
That isn't enough for the group of us. So
No, there's 7 of us.
Unless you want to share.
everyone, as Wilbur looks,
I
You
just
can
arch
tell-
an eyebrow.
tell Aaron that he can sleep there. I know he doesn't like the outdoors.
We'll just find a place.
Okay, so I sent back to Aaron. You can stay if you want. We will camp.
Alright. I'll just shrug and... Okay, I would love to stay on your temple. It sounds lovely.
Excellent. If you'd like to come this way, we are just having the meal for the evening. If you would like to join us.
Oh, of course.
As he escorts you in. And it's a very strange building. all the rooms seem to be on the sides in like this in the circle, and then the main open chamber seems to be also just this giant circle in the center, which is used for prayer and such, which is directly underneath the stained glass. As you go into the dining area, it's a pretty nice dining area. It's nowhere near as fanciful as the temple in Sunni, but it's pretty simple with very neutral white colors, some bright highlights of some golds, and symbolism of the sun. And sitting around the table is a few other of the clerics here, as well as a group of 4 people that you have seen before in Meadowside, the regiments.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's such a good thing we didn't go. Aaron's probably the only one who could be decided to be relied on to behave himself.
I'm gonna go.
Maybe.
Evening, friends. Nice to see you again.
The lady with blonde hair notices your entrance. Oh, excellent. Another one has joined us. I seem to recognize you from somewhere. Never mind. Sit down and eat. The food here is
So nice of you. Thank you very much.
appropriate.
Fake smile, fake smile.
The rest of
kind
you, the rest of you go out to look for a suitable area. How far out are you gonna look?
But we don't want to be in the middle of Woodstock, so
We can
there's-
always ask at the farm if we can borrow the backyard.
yeah, there's like farms in the area. There's a couple of clumps of trees. Nothing as grand as like a forest as such, but like somewhere between like 8 and 12 trees, just like all packed together, like a small grouping.
that sounds nice.
Yeah, that should serve.
Yeah, there's a few of those scattered about. So yeah, you guys go up
As
to one of
long as we
those.
see that it's not like,
Yeah, if
someone's
it's-
property.
Yeah, if it's on somebody's property, we will go ask, of course.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be in the vicinity because it doesn't seem to be fenced off or anything. It seems to be one of the natural areas which has been left to nature.
Okay.
That sounds wonderful.
That sounds perfect.
As you approach, you do notice there is another group of individuals that has set up camp next to it.
It's the other half of the Ridgemont, isn't it?
No. You have not seen these individuals before. You can just about make out a few of them that sit around a fire nearby. They have actually set up a couple tents next to the forest, so they're not actually in the forest; they're on the edge of it.
Okay.
It's really Woodstock. You can't go anywhere without finding a tent.
Of course, there's so many people there. You do notice though from the individuals, one of them. No, yeah, you can notice. One of them seems to be a lot larger than the others. Well, actually, 2 of them seem to be a lot larger than the others. One of them doesn't seem fully humanoid in its shape. And as you get a little closer, probably within 60 feet. Actually,
Why
probably,
can't we just ask even more? How do they look?
well, it's not complete nighttime at this point. It's just dim light. You can see the figure is, even though it's covered with leathers, it's not humanoid. It's humanoid because it's standing on 2 legs, but it's not human. It looks like a gnoll of some description.
No,
Interesting.
like undercommon null or
Yeah, uncommon gnoll. And it's talking, well, it's eating with these other 3 people. Another one being pretty large, and another two seeming pretty standard sized.
We know what a knoll is.
Yeah, you probably know what a knoll is. Everyone else, yeah, you can do intelligence checks. Everyone can give me an intelligence check.
Yay, with
Can I make intelligence
disadvantage.
to know? Are knolls normally, do they draw to like more evil or fiendish or other people?
Generally they're just chaotic.
Wow.
There is some leaning towards neutral and evil to most of them.
Okay.
Just because of their history of having demonic blood. But it's in the same class as like tieflings. Like
Aw,
there's
poor
demonic
wizard.
blood, but they're not considered directly evil.
Well, Wilbur
Just-
doesn't want to see more racist than he already looks, so go with it. That's the group.
He'll behave for now.
Yeah. Definitely with the tiefling in the group right now.
Exactly. Who was very nice and helpful, and whom we
Yeah,
sort of
he's
know.
a nice
so.
guy. Wilbur starts to like him,
And as you guys approach to probably either away from them slightly to set up another area, you notice one of the smaller humanoids kind of like waves in your direction like a greeting.
Ah,
Way back.
excellent. A smaller humanoid, like human, or another
Human, because the other two
thank God.
seem a little large. These seem normal sized.
Yes, well, normal size to me is my height, so
Well, okay, normal human height. There we go.
thank you. We'll wave
So
back.
will we, as we all probably wave, will we greet the people? More than a wave.
If you
Yeah,
want to.
let's get set up and then go greet them. Maybe put our things down for Christ's sake.
Yeah, our backpacks are quite heavy.
Yeah. Okay. Why not? Let's take another break. Because
It's a good
somehow
thought,
we
actually.
managed to do another hour and a half somehow. I don't know where that came
Holy
from.
crap!
Yeah.
That was a miracle.
That was
See,
insane.
it's Woodstock. Time goes really fast.
Yeah. So yeah, let's take another quick break. So I can grab food.
Alright,
And then we
I'm
can
going to
quickly
do
jump in for a third part, and you guys go talk to them.
All right.
And
We
Aaron
may-
fake smiles
we may get some
around.
friends. Who knows? And fake, trying to fake.
What? Anyway, you guys were coming up the bank
First
up to the this small cluster of trees, and you were going to go, I guess, go greet these people. Oh, well, one of them was waving at you anyway.
Bless
You
you.
sneeze.
See it?
Danke, tackar, or thanks.
Danke. Yeah, and you guys approach up to this group, up towards their little campfire they have set up. And as you approach, you can tell it is 4 people. One definitely is this large, quite bulky gnoll. It's very obviously a gnoll from the fur that's across his face and a very non-human looking face. However, the other three, one seems to be a half-orc. And the other 2 are more human in their form, one being a human, the other one seeming partially elven by the ear shape. So presumably a half-elf.
It's just a half-orc we saw.
The half-orc, I don't think you've seen a half-orc.
No, but...
There is
The
a
knoll.
knoll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the gnoll. You've heard there was a gnoll. Actually in Mistwick, was it?
Never mind that. What we
Uh,
have approached a knoll. That was just that.
yeah. But the one waving at you is like, come, sit down. You guys look like you're heading over to King Arch, yeah. You guys look like, are you entering the tournament? And this guy's, he's pretty young for his age. He looks like he's in his mid-20s. He's got like completely just ruffled hair, which is just going in every direction. Of this,
Alistair? Is that you?
yeah, it's kind of like this dirty blonde. So yeah,
Oh dear God.
and he's wearing leather, quite nice leather. It's not brilliant, but it looks like it's at least been cleaned. And he's just covered with these small little bags and knives on both his legs and around his hip, and also little bottles as well of various colors. Well, my party here, we're going to enter this one as well. We're looking for the cash prize.
He just wink.
I know, he just like put his lips and smiled. It's like, yeah.
My God,
But-
I can't
but-
get the Alistair comparison out of my head. I'm sorry.
Just
My brain
so
is
you guys
broken
know,
now.
Just so you guys know, I didn't hear any of like the introduction because my headphones like, what? You don't want to hear anything? Okay. Put out for no reason at all.
Okay, you guys don't talk. He's just like, he just carries on talking. It's like, I didn't even introduce myself, did I? I'm Reynard. This is my group here. They're pretty cool. She's Mox. She doesn't talk much. That's Krieg. He also doesn't talk much. Yeah. Oh, and Snarls. Yeah, he really doesn't talk much. But we can hear you. Yeah. Yeah, it was just to. Okay, sorry.
Wilbur tilts his head to the side a bit. My name is
Just
Wilbur.
Cool.
I try to stifle a giggle behind my
As
shield
Wilbur
or something.
looks a bit like, huh? The rest of the group basically introduce yourself before it gets more awkward.
I'm Serafina Weatherby,
Apologies. You can call me Saren.
and Ifilmore and Ulan probably.
All
I'm
right.
sure they do.
Yeah, Reynard's just like, nice, and shakes all your hands, like all pretty dexterous.
Like
Just like,
sleazy car seller or
yeah, like full on shake. Like little too excited, yeah.
what's the one with the like bottles or balls or colors?
They're all pretty various colors. You're familiar with at least two of them. One definitely looking like a health potion color. The other one probably looking at some type of poison.
Is the talkative one the half elf or the whom?
The human.
Of course.
It's Alistair, Mimza.
And the half elf sitting down is in like a full. Well, actually, no, she would have swapped out. She's in just a very simple little robe. Very similar to what you'd see probably at the college. Of one simple plain color of a light kind of mauve purple color. Seemingly gotten rid of her proper dress and put it into the tent. Because you don't walk around in a dress and sit down in the grass. That's a horrible idea.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's an excellent point.
The half-orc, though, is just sitting down in the grass next to the fire, just like warming his hands. Just like looking over you guys. Not with like a any type of stare per se, just kind of just like looking in your direction, just going. Almost with the. He's doing it again, isn't he?
People away.
And then Snarls, the Knoll, is just like looking at you kind of interested. But more interested in what Reynard's doing, just like apparently he does this all the time.
Not to be too inquiry, but what potions of sort would you have? I'm a alchemist, so As I see
to
that
be
you have
honest,
the-
I don't really know what most of these do. I just keep them around because they look kind of cool.
Saren face
as
palms.
Wilbur basically like if you could see my face expression because I have the camera.
Saren face palms and then looks at the others and it just arches an eyebrow like, really?
The half orc is still just warming his hand, just like, yep. The half elf is just like, huh, and just like eating what looks like some type of small like rations pile of nibbles, like completely ignoring.
Want me to check them? So
Yeah,
of
can I?
sorts?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with these. Generally, I just like throw them at someone if I don't like them. Usually works. Yep.
Now
Can I
I'm
insight
missing
check him?
it,
He
Abba.
seems a little too Alistair-y.
Go ahead.
No, not from the. Just in that, a little too weirdly happy. I mean, it's one thing to be talkative and welcoming to fellow travelers, but this guy's a little weird.
Yeah, all right. Roll
Wilbur
insight.
doesn't even know how to handle this guy. He's basically okay.
Well, the rest of its team
Oh!
seems...
And I think he's
Zero.
fantastic.
No, really, he's this excitable. Apparently, he really enjoys being in your guys' company.
My theory is...
Oh my
He
god,
doesn't-
I hate myself right now.
A
He
zero.
doesn't get
That's
to talk much with people because his team is quiet and probably won't talk with him.
sure.
I will
So when-
investigate the guy in front of me, basically like looking.
Investigate? What? You gotta pat him
basically
down?
Making not a pat down. Basically, like inquire look like by the shape of his boots. Like, is there dirty? Like, do he seem like a shady guy?
That.
By
Okay,
his
yeah. You can.
moves and
I can
does he-
allow that to be an investigation instead of an insight.
or the- well, it
Wow,
wasn't-
that's the
anyway.
lowest I've ever seen Wilbur roll. What is that? That's a 3. Wow. Okay, dang.
No, that's
Holy crap.
No, that's a 4. But yeah.
What?
I have
No.
a plus 7.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. 4 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, sorry. 4. It's still pretty low. There's dirt on his boots, so you guys are in a field, so yeah.
Wilbur doesn't even know how to handle this guy.
So yeah, you didn't say are you guys entering? Who you gonna put in? You look like you're definitely gonna be fighting, as he points to Saren.
Naturally. We'll see when we
Thought so.
get there,
Thought
but we
so.
are planning on entering.
And probably
So
you.
I
You look like
expect-
you're a veteran fighter. At you, Wilbur, as well. And you, yeah, Serafina, wasn't it? Yeah, you're definitely gonna be in it. I bet.
Well, I was thinking, why would Wilbur look like a veteran fighter with a tattered cloak?
Tattered cloak
clothes
and rapier, yeah, and an eye patch.
and like the wolf skin with a with a skull on the side.
Yeah, you're a little, yeah.
I just rubbed my face tiredly.
No.
I expect.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was
Wilbur
keeping you guys.
entering them?
No, that's alright. We just got here.
I expect that you guys will be entering them.
Well, yeah, I just said we're going to be entering for the money, the big prize. That's the whole point, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you traveled
One
far?
of them.
For the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we usually just do things for the money. It's most of the reason why we do any of these quests that people give us. We're, I could say we're pretty well known around these parts.
Would we know you by name of sort?
By what?
By a name of sort?
Yeah, we've got a name for ourselves. We're the well,
Huh. So you're around the area then, not traveled far.
no. This is all like home turf, you know. Yeah, we're kind of this area is kind of our thing. Furthest we've really gone out was like Mistwick. That place was weird. Ugh, shivers.
It got weirder. When was the last time you were out there?
Probably about like, what is it now? 3 days ago?
Oh,
It's improving then?
We kind of left pretty quick. Didn't want to stay around too long. You know how it is. Want to get to King's Arch pretty quick. Gonna head there tomorrow actually. Up and at 'em, you know. Gotta get there quick.
Absolutely.
See the competition.
Ah, 3 days. It's not too bad.
But yeah. I won't keep you guys going long. You probably want to set up and get some rest because, you know, sun's disappearing. Gotta warm up, eat up, get ready, all that.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you.
exactly.
Yeah. Nice to meet you all. Hope to see you guys in the competition.
We'll see you there.
Nice.
Yeah. Before he leaves. By the way, did you have a name or?
Yeah, he.
Uh,
Can you tell us?
I did. Where are the no risks?
No risk. Interesting.
No risk, no worries.
No risk, no reward.
Oh, there's always
As
reward.
we look to Saren. What are saying?
Yeah.
I expect because we'll be sleeping so close, we will see you in the morning then.
Yeah. Let's
Probably.
go,
Probably. We leave pretty early. Most of us are pretty early wakers.
We will see about that.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, see you guys. Pleasure meeting you.
I'll nod and then head back over to our stuff and start setting things up.
And he kind of gives you the A thumbs up and starts walking backwards.
Oh, mother of God, it's Alistair. It really is Alistair. Holy crap.
And then goes to sit around the fire again. And you can hear it like some light chatter with the sorry. And then you guys go to make up the rest of the camp for the evening. Aaron, yeah, you sitting around the table with these guys. You thought most of the sunny clerics were bad with gossip. They're pretty bad in just general chatter.
Oh my god, I want to listen to everything they say.
Which is perfect because you're all about her. And they start talking about random nobles who seem to be trying to rise into other families and their own family.
Does anybody ring a bell?
No, you haven't really had a brilliant knowledge of noble names, especially from where they're from, because they continually talk about their town to the north.
Good. So nobody local.
No, they definitely seem to be of the further north area. Especially as the Haley, the lead one, continually talks about all these various offers that she's had of people trying to ask her hand in marriage, and she keeps on turning them down because they are far too below her at this point. And she's far more interested in traveling and seeing the world and for what it may offer.
When she says that people are asking her for her hand, I'm gonna look her up and down and say really with doubt in my voice, really?
Savage.
Savage. Roll damage. She kind of scoffs.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be surprised.
I
It
guess
takes
so.
1d10 psychological damage.
Okay.
But yeah, this goes on for some time. You eventually
Right, okay.
close off for the evening. They go to
Right.
their room. You actually follow because you guys are apparently in the same area, which is a pretty large bed chamber, which has sections to it, but it is all of the same chamber area with just very slight partitions separating each of the beds. Almost like this is kind of like could probably be pertained as like an infirmary area to people for laying down and such.
Oh, I'll clean the bed first with prestidigitation, in case.
Smells lovely. Smells like clementines.
When I'm in bed, I'm gonna try to hear if they're whispering to each other about anything. And good luck beating my passive.
Which is like 21?
Yep.
That's why he's so good at hearing. All the gossip.
Yeah. He has a really high passive.
No, I was wondering why he would have want to have such a high passive. Oh, because gossip.
Yeah, you do hear very slight compensation. Compensation, that's the word I was looking for. Between what seems to be Haley and her brother Malcolm. They seem to be discussing what their first objective needs to be when they reach King's Arch. Either to scout the competition, meet up with some of the local lords that might be visiting to try and get information that way, or to even try and see if they can get some type of leg up on the competition.
Okay.
But they don't seem to actually come to a conclusion. They seem to just be like, we could probably do this, or there is that option as well. But then eventually, like, we'll talk it over breakfast or something, and then they go to sleep.
Meh.
Meh. Yeah. So yeah, all of you basically go to sleep for the evening at this point.
I will cast my spell before we go to sleep.
Yes, of course. The hut.
I don't think a tent can fit in the hut.
How high is it?
I have to look up the spell.
Because is it a 10-foot radius, which would then mean it's 10 foot high at its max? Yeah, 10-foot radius sphere. Okay.
It's a good fit.
So you could just about fit a tent
And
in.
it doesn't fit anything that's large. Kinda. Large creatures.
Yeah, a tent is not 10 foot high, especially.
Or it's a creature.
Actually, do you
A
guys
tent
even
is
have a tent,
living.
or are you borrowing the one Aaron had?
My tent
Wait,
is 2 people only.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, we don't have a tent with us.
Yeah. So that actually is null. So.
It's in a hole. I'm not carrying around a tent. That's
Oh,
too
you put
heavy.
it in the hole. Okay then. Ulan suggests taking it out and using that if someone wants to use it, but if you're using the tiny hut, there isn't much of an issue. Although you could use it as a surface, so you guys could lay on that instead of the
Yeah,
ground.
we can use the flooring.
Yeah, use it as flooring.
That'd be nice. Actually, not lying on straight ground.
We do have a bed rolls, sleeping bags.
Yes, but they're bedrolls. You know how bad bedrolls get if you have them on dry land? Every time
It
use
depends
them,
on what kind of bed rolls it is and how fancy they are.
don't have plastic bedrolls, they're gonna get dirty.
Magic.
For the price. With that price, okay. Sure. I don't think we have self-clean bedrolls. I just say. Not like we can take a day off clean.
Go a day just cleaning your bedrolls. Yeah. So you guys all go in the tiny hut. Actually, side note, Gallant isn't with you guys. He went back into town.
Huh.
But he said he would just meet you guys outside the horse pen in the morning.
Well, if we can get a room, he can get a room.
Oh, he has ways of getting a room.
Of course he does.
Of course, he kills the person in the room or something. Sounds like when you say it like that.
Or he just charms a lady or man. And steal their bed.
Steal.
Well, I sounded like you're gonna.
Why
well,
steal
talk about
when you can
sexual
share?
Favor, but you know, charming works.
I didn't talk about magic charming.
Right? Huh?
Yeah, he is charming himself. He doesn't need to use
Yeah,
magic.
exactly. I was going to say he can get a lady for a night.
So yeah, you guys go to sleep for the evening. Wilbur, you use one of your potions again. Remember, Gallant.
I'm down to 5.
Down the fight. Both of you can roll your sanity checks if you don't mind.
I will mine at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
You are exhausted, so yes.
I rolled mine with advantage.
Yes, you do. 8. 20.
Wow, okay.
We'll
That's-
just keep
Thank
sleeping
you.
nicely.
Yeah. It's a wonderful
And I would have
dreams.
rolled it- Yeah, I would have rolled a 21 if it went for disadvantage.
Ooh, yeah. 14 plus 17 plus 4. But you rolled at
fuck
disadvantage.
me.
So, Okay, yeah, let's do it that way. So yeah, the rest of you go to sleep. Seraphina, though, your dreams become fuzzy as you start going to sleep, and you feel almost like a outer body experience, but in your head. As your vision clears, you're standing in a pretty vacant area of just sand, but no actual sea, just sand and a very just clear sky with the sun over the top. And there's a single individual standing with you, and as you look across, it's yourself, but slightly different. It's kind of uncanny that the resemblance is pretty much spot on, apart from the color of the robes is slightly different. They're a deep dark red instead, and as well as the your hat is instead a kind of this like leather brown color instead, and the eyes are glimmering with this almost burning essence to them, where it kind of flickers, even changing colors slightly. Who's just looking at you from about 20 feet away.
Oh, I'm supposed to react.
Well, you don't have to react if you don't want to.
One moment.
As you're thinking, it just starts looking at its form like, and starts moving its hands.
Hello?
You say that, and there's a little bit of an echo in the air, and it acknowledges coming from you, and again, just this back. Hello? With just a very slight grumble to the underside sides of it. Just a hello.
And I attempt to walk closer.
Really?
Yeah, you can walk closer.
Well,
Dora surte?
not up in its face, but just still keeping a distance from it, but just walking closer to try to get a better look.
Okay. Yeah, you walk closer. It doesn't move. Again, just looks at one of its hands and puts it out. Kind of in that open palm, holding it out, just like, and in the palm of its hand, this ball of fire shapes. Not large, just a small, small palm-sized ball of flame. Very similar to like what you do before you cast Firebolt. And just holds in its hand there. Starts looking at the fire. And then puts it out with a wave of the hand. And your vision starts to dim again and start to shift again. And the sand itself starts to almost vibrate and start juttering up and down, and then start shifting until it blows in front of you, almost completely obscuring your vision in front of you, between you and this other version of yourself, until it disappears, and then just black, and then you fall back into sleep. And that goes through into the evening, and then you all wake up to the bright morning lights that
It's
doesn't
dimmed, remember?
Huh?
What's the square? It's only dim light inside there.
Oh, it's dim light inside, so no sunlight comes through. Never mind. The magic of having blinds magically installed.
Ah.
But yeah, you guys eventually wake. If the wall is already outside, stretching and practicing with Upper. Is Wolf? I can't remember his name. What was it? Anapa. That was it. Anapa the wolf.
Anapa.
Yes. But yeah, they're outside.
Anapa.
Eventually, the rest of you wake up in usual succession. And yeah.
Are we stopping here for today?
We could do if you guys want. And then we can do the next morning, next session.
Yeah, because I kind of need Jace.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, so then we can cut it short there and pick up next week.
Willis wakes up. Ah, I had a wonderful night.
Yeah.
You didn't even see the night sky as
You didn't even see the night sky. It was actually the most peaceful you've had in quite a while.
At least 3 months.
Yeah. So yeah, with that, we'll cut the session and pick up next week. Woo!